ice cream sandwich. My name is Chavez. That's Skidden. This is ChavezzSlovakia, not ice cream sandwich. That's ice cream sandwich. That's Chavez. I'm Skidden. Let's start this intro over. I had so much confidence. This is ice cream sandwich.
You did great. The title of this video is Times in My Life That I Could Have Died.
That's not what I thought we were watching. Okay, there was one legitimate time that I could have died.
Yeah.
And my horse, my sister has a horse and I had a pony, right?
Right.
My pony Taz was
mean.
Just an awful demon spawn thing that only liked me. And one summer, I didn't go by to see him, right? I spent the summer elsewhere. How dare I?
Yeah,
so
that's fucked up.
I know. And when I saw him, he was mad. So then it took me 3 days to work him down with honey buns and bread.
Yeah,
so
honey buns?
Yeah. And he finally let me ride him, right? And so then, he had a little attitude when he was out in the field. And then there was a pit of snakes. And he ran towards it. And I said, this motherfucker's trying to throw me in the pit of snakes.
That's messed up.
And then so finally he saw what it was and then started jumping around, and I fell off, and he left me.
In the snakes?
What next to?
By the snakes.
How close do snakes need to be before you are?
Before it's distressing. That's messed up.
Yeah.
I have always lived an incredibly sheltered life. Closest I've ever come to dying was pissing my mom off. So shout outs to her for not murdering me.
Not like a close allergic reaction.
No.
You wake up and for some reason you're in the bathtub.
I got brought home by the cops.
All right, we're gonna move on from that. I don't know if that's the spirit
not
of
great.
This video.
That was not great for our relationship or my health.
Just you'll heal. You will heal. Let us know what you've almost done that you might have died from, or just a funny story. I don't really care anymore. Let's do it.
I do not like to die. Not a fan. In
Thanks.
fact, I love not dying. As you may be able to tell from my beautiful, youthful, lifelike state.
Ew.
But that isn't to say that I haven't had my moments of close calls. One time when I was in college, I was trying to plug something into the outlet under my table. I didn't want to fully get out of my chair and get on my hands and knees just to plug something in. So I just tried to reach the outlet and plug it in without looking. I know, you don't need to say anything. But I kept missing the plug that I wasn't looking at. So I used my finger to try to find the outlet and then guide the plug towards the outlet. And I was just thinking that I would take my finger away before I got too close. But
and you arced yourself?
I shocked myself with an actual outlet in real life. This is something I did, and I lived, and I'm thankful for that, but I am self-aware enough to say that is not my brightest moment. That could have been it for me. I never imagined myself going out that way, I'm gonna be honest. I always thought when I die, it would be cool and probably impressive somehow. Like sacrificing myself to save Earth from an asteroid. This is for you, Earth.
Earth. Why did you just jump off, bro?
Yeah, he blew up the wrong one. But it turns out I'm highly likely to die in a fork-in-outlet-related death, which is kind of disappointing.
What's the rat story? How do you imagine dying from one rat?
A single rat.
It doesn't say rats.
No, just one rat. It's
He's a criminal.
It's
a fucking rat.
It's a fucking rat.
But also, pretty in character of me.
An outlet? You died from touching an outlet?
Yeah. Yes.
All right, come on.
I guess I'm not really upset that this is the way that I am. I'm just thankful I've walked away from most things unscathed. Or at least moderately scathed.
Right.
Sometimes things are just an accident, though. Like this one time involving a microwave.
What did you do?
The microwave event. It was just some random night that I was at home, and I wanted some candy. But my parents are crazy and like to freeze their candy. Like, if you wanted a Three Musketeers, it would be...
Bro.
What?
Bro.
What?
Y'all culture confuses the hell out of me.
What are you talking about? They freeze their candy.
Is somebody anemic in your house? Is that what that's about?
Like, there's some candies that are better frozen, right?
Oh, Lord,
like,
here we go. Now you done said some shit to make her explain some shit.
Listen. Like the Andes mints. They're so good when they're cold, like fresh out the freezer.
Why are you freezing candy?
Well, just those ones and the thin Reese's Pieces, the super thin dark chocolate Reese's Pieces, and you freeze them.
So you do know what he's talking about.
Okay, well, but I don't know why they freeze like all of their candy. I only freeze those two.
So how far up the mountain of Caucasus are you, woman? Huh? What is going on?
I'm just saying.
Y'all freeze candy? For what? The one thing we did freeze was those grapes. Remember we put the candy on the grapes? The powdered sugar on the grapes?
That was good.
We did do that.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Musketeers, it would be in the freezer.
Okay.
You know the delicious candy bar, known for its fluffy and chocolatey center?
Right.
Well, yeah, they like that solid.
Okay.
But also, Three Musketeers bars are disgusting.
So they were really just trying to save you.
They were doing you a
decision.
favor.
Good job. Yeah.
Look at us.
Yeah. Don't come to our house.
That's the reason why we're married.
And I can't stand frozen candy, so I wanted to melt it. And thankfully, we have technology at our disposal. I intelligently thought to myself, microwave make candy warm. Candy go in microwave. This was at the time when I was a lot shorter, so I got a stool to access the microwave easier. I put the candy in the microwave and pressed start, but the candy was still in the wrapper. And the wrapper was some kind of foil or metallic. So plasma, of all things, started arcing in the microwave. Oh my goodness! I freak out and I lean on the shelving that the microwave was seated on as I use my other arm to turn it off. But the shelving wasn't bolted down or something, so the microwave tilts onto me, which I instinctively catch. And suddenly, I am holding a bomb! Mother! Assistance! Thankfully, my dad runs over and pulls the plug and saves the day. Thanks, Dad. The candy was ruined, though. Obviously. So I just didn't have any candy that night.
But what about the microwave?
Fuck that microwave, bro.
Perchance, the biggest tragedy of that night.
Yeah.
I am now.
Oh my god.
So one time, my mom had made corn muffins. And you know how I am about cornbread.
Feral.
Okay.
Your little corn muffin gremlin.
And I was younger, again, like ice cream sandwich at the time. And so I put it in the microwave for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Then I went to go read my book while I waited for the...
Only 30 seconds.
Yeah, for 30 seconds.
You went to go read a book for 30 seconds.
Went to go read my book.
What kind of decision is this?
Went to go read my book, right? And then I'm like reading my book and I go, oh, I'm kind of hungry. I should eat up a corn muffin.
Oh my god.
And I get to the kitchen and there is smoke coming out of the fucking... The corn muffin had been in there, I want to say, for 15 plus minutes at that point.
Baking itself to death. And we didn't have sensors in
charcoal.
Yeah, we didn't have sensors in microwaves back then. So if you set a timer for 15 minutes,
gonna go.
that bitch was gonna run for 15 minutes. No questions asked.
I accidentally set it for 30 minutes instead of 30 seconds.
And then went and read a book.
And then I have ADHD, so
you forgot you made food.
I completely forgot.
So what happened to the charcoal-filled house?
My mom was very angry with me. And
you saw God twice that day.
No, but she was honestly just more relieved that I was safe. So it was very much a like, but yeah, I definitely got a good talking to that night.
She discussed it with you. With her fists.
Not fists. Never fists.
Like it makes a fucking difference, bitch.
Candy in microwave wouldn't have given me the result I wanted anyway, but in the moment, it seemed right. In the spirit of the Home Alone franchise, I am at least now aware of how to weaponize everyday household items in the event of a potential intruder.
Right. Oh my god.
Yeah, come here. Yeah. Stand over there. No, wait, where are you going? There was this one Valentine's Day I was setting up for a lovely and romantic dinner for Kelly and I. It was in my dorm room at the time, and I did the best that I could with what I had. Card table with tablecloth, nice plates, fancy glassware, candles. But what's a romantic dinner without flowers? It's a cliche,
no, you didn't.
But it's a staple, and staples are important. Except for the store Staples, which I'm surprised is still in business. Either way, this was...
Ours is closed down
we don't have
3 different
Staples
times,
here.
bro. It's like, they're gone for good.
And it was a small college town that I was in. And there was only one floral shop that I was aware of. I've never seen a store like this. I thought it was so strange. I wasn't sure if it was actually in business. It was way too dark for the time of day it was. There were a lot of old-timey dolls placed around randomly and definitely weren't making me very uncomfortable. And nobody was there, not even the employees. I didn't think I was in the right spot. So before I left, I rang the bell at the front and I was going to ask the hopefully present employee if there was a shop nearby that sold flowers. Someone does come to the front and I ask them, do you have any roses? Yeah, we have roses. Follow me. Fantastic. I wasn't wrong.
Then
This
you
was a
followed her
flower
to the
shop.
second
I followed her
location.
behind the desk and into the greenhouse
That's
section of
crazy.
the building. The clear tarp that covers the structure had fallen inward and was touching a lot of the plants. I mean, if you could still
Oh,
grow
wow.
plants when the tarp is half caved in, then why not? It's just strange.
Sure.
She moves past the tarp and into the back. I kind of have to duck and push the tarp out of the way to.
That's terrible.
And I like how she's just like, you just keep going.
Why would you follow her? I would leave.
It's like
She's clearly gonna murder
in the
you.
next room, they'd be like, and then there were mannequins made of people, and they were
Right.
still breathing.
In the back of the building where the boiler room is. The room was dark, messy, and full of random unorganized
What
tools.
are we doing?
The strangest, however, was the 7 bulky, ominous men sitting on buckets in a circle staring at me. These guys did not seem to work at this establishment, and they did not seem friendly. And also, who hangs out in a dark, messy room like this? I was starting to get weird feelings at this point.
I mean,
Oh,
first of
just
all,
now.
you don't have to drag people who hang out in dark, messy rooms down.
What was that? What take is that? How are you not on the he has no spidey sense take? What do you mean you feel attacked by these facts?
I didn't say me. Other people
That
who hang
look
out in dark, messy rooms.
light skinned people.
Play the video.
Who was helping me said, stay there for a moment, and starts moving further back
here.
into the boiler room. The men are still staring at me. Whatever conversation they were having wasn't happening anymore, because of my presence, I assume. She comes back with this bucket with just a bunch of roses in it. Man, what's with this place in buckets? And then she tells me they are $30 each.
Damn.
$30
A
per
rose?
rose? What kind of scam is this place? $30. I suddenly am very aware of the situation that I'm in. Why am I in the back of a flower shop in a dark room? Why didn't they bring the flowers to me in the front? Why
Yeah.
are all these men silently staring at me? Why are the roses $30? I think this is a drug trade and I just interrupted their meeting. I am in the least safe place to be right now.
Did you buy them? Did you get embarrassed into spending $30
He definitely
on a rose?
bought one.
And I can't just not buy a rose. They'll probably think I'm an undercover cop or something, just trying to get close to them and gain information. I am incredibly vulnerable. They could beat me up, take my money, and stuff. I don't know. I have to buy one so they don't get suspicious. Plus, they're still staring at me. Yes. 1 rose, please, I said unsuspiciously. I do the transaction.
You pay her in the back?
$30.
Bro, just take it to the front. You know, when you pay, just be like, actually, no. And then leave. Just leave, actually.
No, man. He wasn't getting out of that room without forking over the cash.
Get out of there, back outside where it's safe. Finally, I have my rose and all of the pieces for my romantic dinner. But now I also have a lesson learned. Never
Right.
do business in an establishment where the lights are off, you think it's closed, and the roof is caved in. I wish I was
Right.
more aware of things, but that's just not who I am. Thanks for watching.
That's just not
That's just
who-
not okay.
All right. That's...
He has embraced his lack of survival instincts, and maybe we should too.
I'm just done with that. That last story made me so mad. I don't even know what to do with myself. Thank you, love, for coming with me.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you guys for coming for me, I guess.
God damn.
Well, I mean, they showed up for me and you came with me.
That's a crazy thing to say.
Happiness all
Goodbye.
around. Spreading it around.
Ew.
3, 2.